Stoosey Boys done come back, went around live. I'm talking Sunday evening vibes sesh, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully get all them cool folks, hopefully get all them cool cats. Hell, I've already got cool cats, but hopefully get some more cool cats, you know what I'm saying? We get all them people to come through with all the notifications turned on, be bopping and shocking and straight up rocking. You diggity 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 da 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 dog. Hopefully the repeat offenders fam dam has got their notifications turned on. The bells are ring ding dinging. You know, they got to double tap and drive up in likes. You got to hit it up in comments, and you got to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate the holy, loving, ever rolling, ever fresh. Hail at all the folk that do be subscribing and joining up to the Stoosey Boys fam dam. We got to beat the algorithm. We got to beat the system. Praise be he thee. Yes, sir. We're going to go ahead and get our notifications, or we're going to go ahead and get that chat turned to all. That way everybody's voice just might be heard. And we're kicking it off with Hey Sid. Hey Sid's a bad man. You ought to hear them fucking police, man. Wade Lucero dropped that video link up in Discord so that we could all follow through. And you want to talk about an exercise? Hayseed was exercising his rights. He said, "You son of a bitch." Good on you, Hayseed. Right on, rock on. I hope we get some more cats in here talking about that. But yeah, Hayseed. Hell yeah. 4 likes, by the way. 4 on the floor. Baby, 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 baby. Give me some more. Hell yeah. It's a fantastic day out here in the Okefenokee. Wade Lucero, like a Hayseed is an American hero. Hey, like he said, people literally fought and died for our rights. So if you don't use them, I'm not saying it's like a slap in the face, but I'm just saying to me, it feels more honoring when you deploy said rights. You know what I mean? Hell yeah. My rainbow baby, my baby, my gear with my pen. Oh, I like you did the thing. Hell yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. Hell yeah. Oh, you know. Goddamn right. Yeah, I knew he was going to be talking about that on the next live. It's like, oh, dude, he fucking whipping that ass. Said I followed you down the road. Bullshit. Motherfucker, if I was asking, why would someone be after your help and then speed off? That's such a goddamn lie. That's such a crock of fucking shit. Well, I thought you might have been hollering for help or something else, so you followed me, however, why would I, if I was asking for help, why wouldn't I have fucking stopped? You know what I mean? Like, or if I needed help, why wouldn't I have stopped? No, motherfucker got salty because because he couldn't handle the heat. And so he decided to try and violate Hayseed's rights, and old Hayseed wasn't having fucking none of it. I seen how that went down. I put 2 and 2 together immediately. I was like, yep. Well, I don't know. I thought you might have been help or something. Cop thought he was going to teach me a lesson about authority, and it didn't. No, it really didn't. It really did. Yeah, kitty. Wow. Yeah, he was going to teach old Hayseed a lesson. Old Hayseed had done seen that book before. I also copped the wicked shorts I didn't know Hayseed had done with all his farm animals. I seen them pigs and them turkeys and chickens and cows. It's legit. It looks like here, man. It pretty much, now obviously we don't have all the animals and stuff, but as far as like the topography and the nature and the mentality and everything, yeah, it looks like here, man. Yeah, I copped all that. We were peeping Hayseed shit. That was wonderful. And like I said in Discord, huge shout out to Dr. Wade Lucero for remembering, seeing, posting, and sharing and all that. Because that was slick too on his part. Because I'm not going to lie, I'd plumb forgot about it and was like, you know, if it come back up, and you know how these things go. Hit and caboodle, baby. Now, if you listen, if we all be quiet for a minute, you can hear the ASMR of like 7 or 8 cats eating. I yelled, "Fuck you," that wasn't good enough for him. He wanted a face-to-face, because, well, I kind of wondered what was said. But that's what it was like. Well, I know you, as soon as he was like, well, I heard you say something. I was conducting that traffic. I didn't know if you needed help or so. Oh, my fucking ass. That is such a fucking crock. If I needed help, you'd have been aware of it. I'd either pulled over and stopped or careened off the road or something. No, that was the biggest load of bullshit. He heard you cuss him and he said, huh, I'm going to show that little punk who's bought. Then he gets there and it's hayseed and he's like, don't summon the devil. Don't call the priest. If you needed strength, the conjuring. Obey. You tell him that this whole state trooper gig wasn't working out. Maybe he ought to give ice a try. Join ICE. Take my advice. Join ICE. It's fucking nice. Anybody else catch Jesse Williams on that Tonight Show? Stephen Colbert? A damn fine performance. Welez? I assume it was yeah. Let's see, Chit hit threw in. Are those roosters and bananas? What's the other emoji? Oh, Wade got him. He said, no, I didn't see it. Oh, well, still. Dude, listen, I understand. To a degree. A lot of the Stoosey Boy fam damn, a lot of the repeat offenders, a lot of people have how you say conflicting political beliefs and stuff. A lot of people believe a lot of different things on this channel. I get that, but I like to think old Wells kind of cuts to the heart of the matter through all the static. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that did United Health. This motherfucker went like he plays in his field. And then all of a sudden he's on the Tonight Show with Stephen Colbert. I was like, that is so fucking inspiring. But he's out there being real still. There ain't no you. In United Health, there ain't no me. In the company, there ain't no us in the private trust. There's hardly humans in humanity. Now see, the procedure that you're needing ain't the cost-effective route, and only 2% of people end up winning a dispute. So, if you get sick, pray to God for help, because your doctor's got to pray through United Health. Now, way back in 70 and 70, Richard T. Burke started signing HMOs, putting federal grants to work. He made 50 billion buckaroos. Last year, the Warren Buffett of health, the Jeff Bezos of fear. Now, CEOs come and go, and one did went. The ingredients you got make the cake you get. But if you get sick, cross your fingers for luck, because old Richard T. Burke ain't giving a fuck. Commoditized health, monopolized fraud. It's the doctors we own and the research we bought. They own the pharmacies and a lot of the meds. They should start buying graves to sell us when we're all dead. They ain't no you. In United Health, they ain't no me. In the company, they ain't no us in the private trust. And there's hardly humans in humanity. Yeah, that kind of music. And Wade said he's an extremely conservative liberal hippie. Well, Jesse Wells did Join Ice and Red. And they were both total bangers. Join Ice, boy, ain't it nice. Join Ice, take my advice. What's the lady's like? I failed the academy, the cops weren't having me, the army didn't sound that fun. So I found a paramilitary operation that was keen to hand me a gun. Hell yeah. He said, hell yeah, sing it, brother. It's kind of like Richmond, north of Richmond, with a little more articulation, a little Bob Dylan-esque. Is exactly how I would put, yeah. Pretty much. Tony Sauceman. I still love all these people are like, hell yeah, brother, give it to us. And then Hayseed said, hell yes. Y'all are great. Appreciate you, Sauceman. Appreciate you, Hayseed. Hey, Amy Conway up in the house. Didn't even come in to say hey, went straight for Wade. Amy Conway, I see you been hiding Wade for a minute. Yeah, I'd like a little Lucero never killed anybody, did it? What's up, Conway? Louis Offen? What do you think about anti-gravity technology? Well, we already decided on here that gravity doesn't exist and that it's a lie perpetuated by the deep state. But anti-gravity technology, what do you mean, what do I think about it? Like, is it possible? Is Is it probable? Is it something? Because I feel like it's something we're supposed to work to. How are we supposed to have, spacey ships if everybody's floating around and shit? And appreciate that thumb, Tony Sauceman. And there's Amy Common with the C-Man. What's up, bitches? Hit that like button! And like 7 fucking thumbs. Any character in any movie, TV show that you want to be. What? If I sat and thought hard enough, the tire from Rubber. Just roll around, blow shit up with my mind. Chillax Sunday making beans. These fucks take forever. If you have hard water, it ain't gonna fucking happen. C-Man has learned that the hard way with the last 2 boxes of red beans and rice. You were asleep. You have no idea. I cooked that shit normal, cooked it long, dumped it into another pan to add more water. I forget what my thought process was there. Added more water and kept cooking it, dumped it into another pan to cook. It was stupid. And that was just so I could get those beans like 80 to 90% cooked because they were still fucking... If I want to cook beans, I got to use literally purified water to get it done when our water table gets so low. Soak them overnight. It's hard to do when they're in a package with other things. I got a lot of hurting joints and muscles that very much believe in gravity. Do I think it's possible? Of course. I'd bitch slap him. There you go. Or her. Yes, it's possible because it existed for 80 years. What? Well, if you think about it, inherently adding mass and density could, in effect, sort of begin the process of like an anti-gravity-esque device. However, through magnetic fields and perhaps even like electromagnetic fields, I'm sure it's probably possible. You just got to have, like, say you have a spacey ship, then there's got to be something maybe on the bottom of the spaceship that's pulling everything down, kind of. A big-ass magnet. Like, okay, say you got a big-ass magnet on the bottom of a spaceship and everyone's got magnetic shoes and shit. Well, then that's going to that would essentially be like gravity for all magnetic things. It just wouldn't be gravity for organic and non-magnetic materials. Amy didn't soak them. I didn't either. And I paid the price for it. I cooked pinto. I call soup beans, crock pot, put on right before. Yeah, that's that terror. The red one's the good one. It might be patchable. I don't know. Yeah. Perfectly patchable. Papa up in the house of Stoosey. But he's Papa Stoosey. It's like the patriarch around here.
You caught your elbow on something.
Multiple times. Oh, I caught the fuck out of my elbow, like, on Friday. It shit still... Wham! On a metal rack. So fast you didn't even notice it, kind of thing. And I... I can't quit you, baby. So I gotta put you down for a while. Yeah, I guess I should spark this at some point, huh? I've been waiting with bated breath. Can't debate it, can't fight it. I wonder what that like 17 or 27 bean soup's about. It's got to be just the craziest texture. What's your favorite band? Survivors Gabon, welcome to the party. How you doing? Favorite band is a 3-way tie. That's The Doors, Mischief Brew, Megadeth. There you go. Elbow must have gravity. Listen, man. No, gravity exists. We just call it density, or... It was this whole spiel. Hayseed watched her fit. Yeah, we was talking about Hayseed's a real American hero. I'm just saying he's exercising rights that others fought and died for, so if that's not a hero, then by C-Man definition. Black bean soup is awesome. I don't know how I'd feel about black bean soup. Black beans are okay in super moderation. Dave Mustaine was originally in Metallica and then he got fired. No, he didn't get fired. He got threw out on the goddamn. They packed all his shit, drove him to the bus station, and left his ass there. That's what they fucking did. Not Megadeth is the underrated Big Four choice. Okay, I would argue that's Anthrax. I've never, like I say, I love Metallica, Megadeth, and Slayer, but I never really care much for Scott Ian and Anthrax. Pinto's my favorite. Let me tell you, Black Eyed Peas ain't nothing to scoff at. When they're fixed right, Black Eyed Peas is good as a motherfucker. I only get to eat them about once a year for New Year's, but hell yeah, Black Eyed Peas. Fuck yeah. With some ham hock. I don't do that cabbage. Fuck that. How about that Lazy Boy? Need you a PVC chair. The part that was so funny about that Lazy Boy is we're trying, because he thought it was a massage chair. So he's laying around. I'm like, dude, it's not a massage. Like, I can tell this isn't a massage. I don't think the back comes off massage chairs, for starters. I don't think that's possible, not without unhooking shit anyway. And he lays it up. He's like, well, what the hell's it? He's like, I don't understand. What's the point of all this? And I'm like, what's a lazy boy? I assume it's literally to be as lazy as possible. He's, God damn, he must be lazy as shit if you can't fucking get out of a chair. He says it so plainly in the short. It's a V-lift chair. Yeah, I didn't know what that was. What's a PVC chair? Sauceman, you're going to have to explain that. The chair is a pipe, basically. As in, like, PVC pipe. The chair is made out of pipe, and the chair is a pipe. Anything the cops can ain't shit to what they went through at Valley Forge. Damn right. Living in a goddamn British, sitting down there, where the fuck was it? Saratoga or goddamn Boston, maybe. Philadelphia, even. Sitting there, nice and warm and cozy all goddamn winter. Here Washington and his boys are out in the fucking cold snow. And then that fucking homosexual Prussian showed up. And he was, too. He whipped that motherfucking army into shape. And then by the time they left Valley Forge, they was ready to kick some ass. See, the Brits, they done sat down there in the warm. They done went soft. They was out there getting hard as steel. Motherfucker. Dying of dysentery and frostbite and hypothermia and everything. But getting bad, that was weeding out the foot. Yeah, I know about Valley Forge. What's your favorite band? Are you putting me... You done that? Like, say, Mischief Brew... Out of the big four, obviously, Megadeth. And then, like, say, you got Mischief Brew and the Doors. Lentil's great, too. Super healthy. Yeah, they are. That's how vegetarians replace protein. No, that and gagging on it, I would assume. What was that fucking thing?
No.
Is it not X amount of protein by volume? I'm just saying.
I'd much rather eat beans.
Yeah, I fucking would too. Well, like he said, yeah, that's how vegetarians get protein. That and milking that being as they vegetarians and whatnot. Well, if they're vegetarians, they can get protein a bunch of different ways. If they're vegan, yeah, then yeah. Make a chair out of PVC, make a big ass bong out of it, hit that motherfucker, 10 people hit off of it.
Can a vegan swallow?
Animal. Keyword is animal.
Animal byproduct. Vegans can't do cheese, milk.
Yeah, but
no nothing.
But people argue humans aren't animals.
They 100% fucking.
I know, baby, but that's our beliefs. People see it as different.
Mammals.
I know, but like a lot of people have a real hard time with the human-animal divide. To me, there is none. We're just literally the smartest animal, and that's that. In like the simplest terms, the most convenient definitions. It's like, baby, people don't understand that. They think humans are special. They think we're the greatest fucking thing ever, that we were designed immaculately or designed immaculately and all that other shit. And that's exact same hubris that has choked the land and burned the skies and filled the ocean with plastic.
We just happen to be complex animals.
Yeah. Here, Eminem suing. Is Eminem suing Meta? Oh, okay. Yeah, she auto-corrected. Eminem suing Meta. I know. I think they did a Hitman crossover where it's like Hitman and Eminem are like trying to kill Slim Shady or something. That seemed like not something I expected on the 2025 bucket list. But yeah, Slim Shady is a target in a Hitman game. I bet he's a bad and wild motherfucker. But if anyone can do it, I'd say 47 has a shot. Pun intended. I always thought the silver ballers were really cool. The like chrome plated 1911s he had. Badass set, but akimbo don't get you nowhere. I fucking. Cheese and crackers. Everybody having fun. I got one for you. I get Instagram thing down here. Damn kids in high school think they are cats. They put in litter boxes in schools. Top flight security Craig has entered the chat. How you doing? See, now I'm getting everyone's like core name instead of their screen name. I guess they did away with screen names. So it's like we're the Stoosey Boys 983 or 986 or something, I guess. Hell yeah, welcome to the party, Top Flight Security Craig. If you went by another name, please drop it down because there has been a shift in the meta. Maybe that's why Eminem's suing. Oh, now back to what Sauce Man. I don't know how long it's been since you've been in the public school system or a public school bathroom, but for C Man, it's been 10, 11 years. I mean, I'm 27, so you think 18, whatever. Them bathrooms might as well have been fucking litter boxes. I'm fucking. Oh, so Top Flight Craig, are you new? Are you new in the house of Stoosey? Welcome. Said you can call me whatever you want. Just don't call me late for dinner. That phrase alone tells me that you found Famdam. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Pull up a chair and welcome. Where have you been our whole life? Welcome to the party. Meet your brothers and sisters. You got Hayseed, Sauce Man, Wade Lucero's back in there. Sis and Rainbow hanging out around somewhere. Mad Mike Minnow watching from the rafters, I'm sure. Boy, pure pandemonium sounds like it's breaking out in there. Angie, I think I recall Angie. Welcome back, Angie. And if you're new to the party, welcome, Angie. Hey, y'all, either everything happens for a reason or it doesn't. But we're all here today, and that just might mean something. God, I wish I remembered all the lyrics to that fucking Join Ice. Or Red. He said, hang on, Top Flight. I like that too. Top Flight. Is that like a Top Flight security, Craig? See, like airport security? Is that what's that in reference to? If it's in reference to nothing, that's totally fine. Or if you're a big fan of Top Gun or something to that effect, or Maverick or what have you, that's cool too. But yeah, what does Top Flight security Craig mean? What's up, Craig? It's from the movie Next Friday. Who was Top Flight? Because Next Friday was good. Friday was GOAT. Next Friday was good. Friday after next, that's when it all kind of. Next Friday, that's when he's trying to get with the Spanish chick living next door. Latino, whatever, and then, she's got all them badass brothers or cousins or whatever the fuck they are. We got Luffy up in the house. Yeah, Ice Cube and Chris Tucker. Oh yeah, so that's Friday. Damn! Also, bye, Felicia. I said, yeah, man, you seen. As a matter of fact, my daughter was born during, it was at the hospital. It was a marathon of all the Friday movies. It was born, it was a Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. Damn! Plus that whole deal about PCP and the fucking chicken coop or whatever. Said that's funny as hell. Where you from, Craig? Craig and Day Day become security guard. Yeah. Yep. Friday was a damn fine movie. It was way better than Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood sucked. A goddamn after school special. Bakersfield, California. Damn. So top flight security, Craig, or we'll just call him something for short. We'll work out a nickname. It's like an old oil town, farm town. Oh, is it? Fuck. Gabriel Iglesias. Oildale? Is that what they call Oildale? Is in that neighborhood? Don't ask why I know. How about movie Colors? I've never seen Colors. There's a lot of movies C-Man hasn't seen, but there's also a lot of them that he has. Oildale, yeah! I'm sure that's pronounced Oildale, but Oildale. There you go. And Wade Lucero's our California king, so to speak. Also hope to eventually hear from K9 Trooper Joshua Sanders. I heard, that whole... His homie had come through and give us all that terrible news and shit, so I'm sure he's in a world of hurt right now. I'd like to jump in there and make his day just a little bit better. Buck Owen Hotel or whatever, not far away. Right on. Yeah, I haven't seen the old one or the new one. They call it the Nashville of California. Well, now I've been to Nashville. We've got plenty of content featuring us down there in Nashville. The last one we was live streaming fucking geeted off of Delta 8, refusing to pay $20 for a payroll or pre-roll, but we got that the mozzarella sticks and fries from the goddamn food truck thing down there. We're just streaming, eating, half blasted. Fast Cloud, it has been a while. Were you the one asking about that donation button? If I recall, country music capital of California. Oh, okay. And call it the Nashville of California. I mean, that's fair. Yeah. We still ain't got that donation button, Fast Cloud, but we're working on it. You see that we're still working on it. 10 likes, by the way. I'm working just as hard as I can to get y'all that damn donation button. Because Cash App don't cut it. Did not expect you to see you today. I am Gunnery Sergeant Hartman, your senior drill instructor. From now on, you will speak only when spoken to. And you will start and end every phrase with "sir." Do you maggots understand that? I seen him up at Hogwarts earlier. Y'all motherfuckers down there twirling them little damn sticks. Put some goddamn emphasis on the back behind that motherfucker. That is not how you mount a fucking broom. I've seen more balance on a greasy floor. Hey, there's a sir. Yes, sir. So I've been sent to weed out all non-hackers not fit to serve in my beloved Corps. That's borderline. My only problem with that is that's like borderline stolen valor or something. So I gotta, LA is officially a third world country. Then why is everything so goddamn expensive? I'm told in a third world country I can go buy an AK for like $20-$30. What the fuck? If that. Or trade it for a sheep or something. No problem. So if LA's He said, for real. Well, these are type motherfuckers. They'll move from California to Kentucky or Tennessee and go, oh my God, it's so cheap here. Holy shit. What do you mean you people don't have an air wand? You just got done fucking saying how goddamn cheap it was here. How the fuck you think we doing it? You got fucking air wand. I said, what the hell? Said you both hit the nail on it. That's black market, brother. Now I'm under the is it black market if it's out in the open and nobody cares? Caleb Michael Riley. What a wicked wild name. Welcome to the party, Caleb. Yeah. That was when our money was worth something. Oh, you mean like going and buying AKs for $20, $30 in foreign lands? Nah, like I say, and that's a air wand. Somebody, dude up at the Salt House said something about, he had a friend out there, it was fucking 2 small things of sushi and some kind of boba bullshit or some kind of large drink. $60-something. I said, I don't know what sushi costs, because I don't fucking eat sushi. But, something tells me that too small anything and a large drink should never be goddamn $66 fucking dollars. Unless we're like small 8th a dab or something. Like, so what are you on about? $60 for 2 small things of sushi and a large drink? Is that not like, I don't know what it was. California roll, the fucking orangey looking shit. Because I don't do sushi. I'm not against sushi, by the way. If I'm going to be presented sushi, the first time I try it, I want it to be in a professional, like hibachi or some shit. Motherfuckers that know what they're doing. Don't let me organize that shit. Seafood is expensive, especially if it's fresh. Brother, but there are some times where I can buy a pound of extra large shrimp. Buy one, get one free for $10.99. So that's a pound of fucking shrimp, deveined, fully cooked, for $5.50. And there's no tax on food or non-prepared groceries, so it's $5.50. Now, granted, that's a sale, that's a deal. Normally, I'd be paying $7, $8, $9 a pound. Goddamn, dude. You compare the $66 for, you know what I mean? That's the best way to try it first. You see, because I'm not against sushi. I mean, in the sense that I don't think raw fish would necessarily be that good, but people don't eat the shit because it's terrible. You know what I mean? Hibachi is cooked over a flat grill and served over rice, totally different than sushi, which is a dish served with rice. Are they not setting up sushi in there? Like, I want to be at a hibachi place. You tell me where the best place to... I mean, if you fuck with sushi, where's the best place to get sushi? If he says Erewhon, I'm going to fucking fall out of my chair. You can get cooked sushi. Well, now, let's start with a California roll and see how we go. And I just think in practice, Seaman's down just as soon as, I guess, we get that donation button. Vamados Gatos, 89 up in the house. Welcome to the party, Vamados Gatos. How are you, my homie dog, do buddy cuz? That's that China shit. No telling what was in the water they came out. Actually, it's farm. If I'm led to believe the bag, it's like farm raised. Shit, I think it's American. Arkansas, Louisiana, one of the two, something like that. I asked for fortune cookies at the sushi restaurant. They weren't happy. Oh my God. That's pinnable. That's like borderline pinnable. Publix is a safe sushi spot. There are no chains that are like sushi chains. Well, I wouldn't assume chain, but maybe it's like, oh, you got to go to this local, you got to go to this particular market deli, or you know what I mean? I'm also going to assume I want something pre-assembled because I wouldn't trust myself to put the shit together. You know what I mean? I mean, I can fry chicken, but as far as this raw fishing, now I have accidentally got the raw rice off the buffet, thinking it was the cooked rice, cause I'm an idiot, and sitting here, man, this rice ain't worth a fuck. It's all out of texture and everything. I'm like a third of the way through eating. I'm like, you know what? This is the sushi rice. This is the raw shit. He said, you crack me up. Welcome. If I'm making anybody laugh out here, smash that subscribe button, hit that fucking like, lay it down below. We're happier than hell to have everyone on board. So, well, what's the best place to try sushi? He goes, Erewhon. Oh, fucking hold a goddamn imagine. So that's why it's $66. But it just feels high as hell, man. You remind me of my cousins in Oklahoma. Well, you're halfway there. I love to make it out to Oklahoma and live on Tulsa time. I want to see the Pony Boy brother, the Curtis Brothers Museum from the fucking Outsiders in Tulsa. It's one of my bucket lists. I thought it was a good movie. When I discovered they had it, well, why the hell wouldn't you go? Oh, because it's going to be cram-packed, crowded. And it's like, I don't know about it. I don't know how many people are going to Tulsa for vacation. That damn oceanfront property in Oklahoma. Oh, and of course, plead the fifth. As needed, as necessary. You got to do it. $60 better come with a side of sex. I don't know. See, it sucks too because that's not something I have a gauge on what costs. I know I got a slab of pork loin that I cooked half of and was fire. We can talk all about that here in a minute. I got a slab of pork, 2 pounds of pork loin. Wade said was like a $15, $20 cut of meat. I got it for $4 fucking bucks. So if that tells you anything. I figure 2 pounds of pork loin for $3.98, no tax unprepared food. Once again, can't be. I mean, dude, that's 2 meals. I only cooked a pound. I cleaved that motherfucker in half. I cooked one fucking half of the loin up for roast. I made the other into pork chops. Fuck 2 titties and a microphone. You know what I mean? He said, oh, yeah, I want to hear about that pork loin. Well, let me tell you about that pork loin, Hayseed. 1 yellow onion, 4 small, medium russet potatoes, in that range. Let's go Everglades cactus dust. Let's go a good amount of salt. Let's go black pepper. Let's go white pepper. Gotta have that white pepper. It's almost like MSG. It just magically makes shit better. Let's go. God, there were several dollops of butter in it. I only put butter in it. 2 big honks. Hell, probably a cup. I ain't bullshitting. Made for some like wonderful potato onion stew. But let me get back on the seasonings. Everglades cactus dust, salt, black pepper, white pepper. Cajun seasoning, because C-Man don't cook nothing without fucking Cajun seasoning. He puts that shit on borderline everything, because it's fucking good. I did not put garlic to it, ladies and gentlemen. I know. Shocking development, world breaking. I understand why wasn't there garlic powder. C-Man doesn't know where his garlic powder and his onion powder is. He's glad he didn't have onion powder, because that onion took care of business. Cut that onion 3 ways, by the way. Anywho, I'm trying to think if there was anything else I snuck in on there. A dash of the cayenne pepper. Just a dash, because with just a dash in large projects, cayenne pepper adds a certain kind of flavor. And sis, you're exactly right. Is that Obi-Wan Kenobi with that long-ass last name but formatted different? Yeah, buddy. Fucking Slayer. Razor's edge outlines the dead incisions in my head. Anticipating the stimulating to kill the exhilaration. Close your eyes and forget your name. Step outside yourself and let your mind drain. Frozen eyes stare deep in your mind as you die. That one's rough, isn't it? Close your eyes and forget your name. Step outside yourself and let your thoughts drain. Yeah, all that. I prefer Yeehaw War Ensemble. There's it's Slayer. If they were a country band, it's like this AI thing on YouTube. They call it Slayhorn. Fucking awesome. You gotta give that. I fucking love War Ensemble. So he's like, propaganda, death, and symbol, burial to be. Corpses rotten through the night in blood-laced misery. Scorched earth, the policy, the reason for the siege. The pendulum, it shaves a blade, the strafing air blood raid. Sport the war support. The sport is war, total war, when victories really massacre. The final swing is not a drill, it's how many people I can kill. It's badass. Like, it is so cool. It's just good. I got some ribs I need to smoke. Hey, listen, Squirrel has a method that he showed me the last time we did ribs. Fuck everything I knew about cooking ribs, because let me tell you, son, with my marinade and his motherfucking cooking technique, oh, son, I just don't quite remember. Part of it is you never flip them. You let it cook on one side for so long, and you set it in the aluminum foil with a couple different things, and da-da-da-da-da. Then you package her up and you let it ride, man. Like, dude, you don't flip ribs. I had no idea. Squirrel taught me that, and trust me, it pays. That motherfucking ribs was just so tender, and that Caribbean jerk marinade was motherfucker. Oh my God. Aaron Carter tried to sue about money. They evil do bathtub deaths. Whitney Prince, on and on about the evil. Aaron Carter, no, I was thinking of Aaron Tipton. I'm like, well, they say you've got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. You've got to be your own man, not a puppet on a string. You never compromise what's right. You uphold your family name, 'cause you've got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. But no, that's Aaron Carter. It's somebody else. We might have been better off or owned a bigger house if Daddy done more giving in or a little more backing down. But we always had plenty just to live in his advice. Whatever you do today, you've got to sleep with tonight. Yeah, buddy. Wish I had wood-fired bread oven to cook them overnight. Oh, God. Now you're talking legendary. That might... Just don't flip them. That's all I got to say. The bathtub is bad, but the real one is the doorknob. What the hell? I seen Slayer, Cinderella, and Bullet Boys in 88 Johnson City. Oh, God. That had to have been so cool. That's like right up there with my dream to go to one of the Pantera White Zombie shows. They don't... I'm under the impression they don't do concerts like they do now. Everyone stands there all quietly because you don't want to act up or you get thrown out, and there goes your fucking $9,000 concert ticket in the wind. Hello, Babu. What does that mean? Anton Ego. The food critic from Ratatouille? You got a country music voice for sure. Pretty good. Well, when you're from Kentucky, it's like, nah, boss, that's kind of just my voice. Like, the voice that I throw my voice around and do a lot of stupid shit, but like this voice that you hear now is my natural speaking voice. This isn't like a, oh, we're out here doing a damn thing, you know, we're doing a little extra. No, like this is how I talk to people. You know what I mean? So, you know, with that kind of foundation, I'm gonna build a big bread oven to cook in one day, dude. You mean brick? Are you meaning brick? Because, dude, I mean, get you some bricks and start to stacking, man. Stack them just right. You won't even stack them just right. Put it in a proper place and constantly maintain it. I don't think you even need mortar, dude. Because something about the mortar fucks with the food. Because then that mortar gets to evaporating and then da da da. So yeah, matter of fact, you may not have a choice but to not use murder or mortar. 60 and 17 was big hit then. What? In 88? It should have been South of Heaven if we're talking Slayer. As far as Cinderella, I like Gypsy Road is my favorite. I'm not even going to try to. Fast talking Baba gonna try to put a spell on my mind. It's like how he fucking sounds to me. Oh, I hear that played from in there. That was brutal. That Gypsy Road can take me home. Yeah, he drives all night just to see the light. God, I wish I didn't hear that so loudly, because now I'm having to like hear that feedback on it, and I'm like, that's funny, but damn. I'm from East Tennessee and can't sing a drop. That's right, Sauce Man and Hayseed are just like a holler over and don't even know it, I bet. I think it's just a bump, skip, and hop, if I'm not mistaken. All I need is some sand, clay, and straw. I'll have to put a roof over it, the rain will melt it. Now he's taking it all the way back. He's going to like the thatch shit. Fuck. I think the neighbor man was going to try to live in something like that, and the county commission shut him down. They wouldn't give him the permit. You were not legally allowed to live in a mud hut on your own property, I guess, because it's a fire hazard. And it's like, okay, I think at the point where we're no longer allowed to live in primitive shelters, we might have fucked something up. No, Pawpaw, what? Everyone has their shit they sound good with, Pawpaw, right? So Pawpaw, some stuff, Pawpaw, I think, lays it down like a fucking fat load of pipe. And I'm the same way. Some stuff, you know, I think I've lost the James Blunt capacity over the years. Or maybe I've got to get a certain kind of drunk or something. It bums me out. Because when I used to be able to do that fucking James Blunt. By God, I could do that James Blunt. It's all that zoot I've been consuming for the last while. Pick shit out of my banjo, though. Hey, well, we were trying like hell to get Jack Doobie a banjo once, and then COVID happened. I'm serious. Yeah, that's literally how that went. It's like, it's 2025, and it's like, yeah, I know. Because Jack Doobie can't play nothing. That's why you don't see Jack Doobie up on the instrumental, whatever. But the hope and theory is that, you know, everyone kind of has a thing. If you really like an instrument, I like to think that sort of breaks through because you're so damn fascinated with it. It's like you sort of get around your own inability to create ability. So it's like, look, if he's going to be all over this goddamn banjo, and he loves banjo music and the sound of the banjo, so it's like, well, hell. I'm not saying he looks like someone that plays the banjo, but I ain't not saying it neither. Bet Sauceman knows Washington County cops. No, but about Washington County right beside me. Oh, dude. You got to follow the link to Hayseed's channel and check out Hayseed's duel with these two poor sheriffs, or two poor deputies. They thought they were teaching somebody a lesson. They had no idea that they had just enrolled in school themselves. And that class was in session. They rang the school bell. Hayseed didn't ring it. Well, you hear when I explain that whole bullshit where he's like, oh, I thought you might have been hollering for help. I'm like, that is so bullshit. That is a fucking load. No one who's hollering for help is going to just proceed to whoop off and be gone. Like my ass. Don't think about it too hard. He heard him plain as day say, fuck you. My personal favorite is, hey, you can't park there. That's my go-to. Sauce Man's in Greene County. See, there you go. Sauceman's in Greene County, Tennessee, and fucking, they live in Kentucky. And so when I tell the world and all the screaming people that all about Kentucky and how wonderful it is, like they're a part of what I'm talking about. They tucked tail and did the walk of shame. Oh, it was he said to grab the popcorn, and I was like, oh, ha, ha, ha. But then I sit there and I'm halfway through it, and I'm like, man, I get what Wade was talking about. God, like it was good. It was so good. And then, like I say, big shout out Wade for posting that up, because then we were able to very easily was like, oh, well, right here, and then look at, and in addition to this, look at all these pigs, look at all these chickens. Hell yeah, pigs. You ever wrestle them? Fucking real good and drunk. Get out there to pig, wrestle around, but try not to get ate. Hayseed is in Telford. Now that probably means something. I got 2 jackets on and starting to shiver, man. I'm fucking God. There you go. I see somebody ain't shivering. God damn, tig old bitties. Anyway, thanks, Wade. I wanted people to see that. Yeah, I had to stop me. Well, I mean, he wouldn't have posted it on YouTube otherwise, for starters. But that was so bad. He wanted the right people to see it. We come in there. Have you had, like, people from coming out the woodwork saying all this or all? Because I haven't checked back to, like, see, well, how many views he got? How many does he get? You never know, man. Could blow up over something like that. You title and tag it right. Thumbnail it real good. Some stock art or whatever, like a police car or something. And Hayseed standing there going, I'm not inherently against police by any means or measures. It's just as simple as, it's like life. If you're going to be a dick, you're going to get treated like a dick. Beat and smacked around. Simple as that. It's got 37 views and 4 comments. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those comments are all us going, hey! Hey! Hayseed done it. Today, Junior. What are you talking about? Did I drop the ball somewhere? We're all like, yeah! Hayseed's out here fighting a good fight against corrupt authority figures. But what Hayseed said in response to what Wade said was actually very profound. The whole thing about, hey, people have fought and died for our rights. So if we don't exercise them, it's almost as if they did it in vain. It's like, you're onto something. For real. Like, it's like, damn, when you put it like that, I don't think their sacrifice just goes away because you don't, whatever. But you got to think, people got to think about this shit. You got to, the reason we have rights is because people fucking literally sacrifice to give us those rights. And then, so therefore, you know what I mean? If we don't use our rights, then our rights will become temporary privileges. Just like that. Today, yeah. He was, first off, I'm not going to say that Hayseed sounds the way I expected him to. Well, basically. So I was like, oh, hell yeah, I didn't think, like, turns out Hayseed's in, like, Britain or something. He's like, oh, jolly good, they done pulled his fucking, like, trolley over or something. Oh, to be right, mate, what seems to be the poppycocking issue? And it's like, oh, dear bro, you've knocked the bales off. You done flew past eight Ridgeworthies and done nabby jobbed along the Queen's Fairway. What saith thee? And Hayseed says, oh, to be right, man, it must have been, you know what I'm saying, of these things. I was still showing people the video today. It's a damn fine video. Look, these dumb sons of bitches trying to pull one over on old Hayseed. He wasn't having none of it. Now, I don't just inherently not, like I say, I don't inherently not respect the police. But if you're an ass, then you fuck you. Plain and simple. And I've had experiences with cops that were out to get me and cops that I just so happened to come through at the wrong place in the wrong time. You can tell they're not any happier than you are. So it's like, you know why I pulled you over? And I'm like, well, actually, I have no idea. It was like, that one was real good. It's like, well, you got one headlight, you top the hill speeding. I didn't have a seatbelt on. It was some other shit. And he was like, I'm just going to let you off with a warning. I don't really give a fuck. He didn't say that verbatim, but he did just let me off. He's like, well, I'm going to let you go. Just, you know, I pulled up your record. I can't help but notice you don't have nothing. And I'm like, luck of the Irish, mate. What can I say? And yeah, so no problem. And I love it too, because I understand I look and act a certain way, and who's to say who doesn't have to plead the fifth literally every day because of the legality of this land. But it throws them for a whirl every time they're like, this motherfucker, because I've had that from a couple of guys. Well, you actually don't have anything on your record. And I'm like, I'm fully aware of that, boss. Yeah, let me just get that real good. I realized watching it, we would have been in a lot of shit back in the day. Oh, yeah. She okay? Oh, yeah. Tuberculosis, you know how it is.
Huh?
Someone asked if you were okay. They just said,
Yeah.
she okay? She's alright.
Great.
Well, you know, if you don't cough, you don't get off. Speaking of which, where's a ret cig? I haven't had one this whole stream. I also haven't had a drink this whole stream. I've been so in the cuff with it, you know what I mean? Like, my beverage has went and got cold. Like,
Pretty chilly out here.
it is.
I'm gonna need you to drag my box of elephant ears inside. At some
Those?
point, yeah.
Well, hell, that's just picking up a box. Look, right there.
I'm just saying.
Well.
I figured that out when I went to pick it up.
And I noticed these streams seem to have started attracting a shitload of, like, new people into the House of Stews. Which is weird. It's kind of, it went from, like, burst and then down to Fam Dam to exclusively just the Fam Dam. And now it's like there's, I think maybe it might be effectively peddling it better, perhaps.
Probably.
Because now it's like, okay, kick it to the Fam Dam, and then these people might like this stream. As opposed to kick it to the Fam Dam, kick it to a random however many people kind of thing. I don't know. I don't have a clue what the algorithm does or doesn't do or whatever the hell, you know. I have not the slightest idea, none of that. But yeah, so now about them ret cigs. I could have swore I grabbed them though. Alright. We'll see, man's going to step aside for just a moment. That might explain why I haven't had one this stream. Cosmo! Everything didn't cut with it. Fix it over on unfiltered. Did you show? What is this? What is this? Who is that? It actually doesn't have a name yet because I'm not sure if it's through the crucible. It's not through the crucible till it's full blown weed. We'll fucking see. Yeah, I'm gonna smoke me a non-filter. That way I can make up for all the cigarettes I didn't smoke.
I stuck some over there. Just sat right down.
I already did. The chair's pretty warm. I'll set you here. Hold on, are you clean? Yes. Good and good. Usually that's the first sign of trouble or parasites. Either parasites or an inability to digest hard food. When they start shitting every fucking where. One of the two. And so the fact that this one hasn't began is a pretty good indicator. Quick, give it away. Oh, but how could Listen, that hasn't been a very prospective prospect. Everyone I try to give away returns to Mother Gaia instead. So, I'm just going to stop trying to give them away. Hell, it's the only kitten we got right now, full blown, so. He said, quick, give it away. It's actually in pretty good shape, like I say. Knocking on wood. That's why you don't have a name yet. What?
That thing is spoiled.
Rainbow gets to name it, however. She's earned that.
I've been calling it Itty Bit.
That's beside the point. I sit here on the stream and let it sleep in my jacket.
Yeah, like I say, that thing is so spoiled.
And it was like, what do you got here? And it's like, well, you see. I'm not sure which jacket that was specifically.
The one with the fuzzy on it.
It was the way I was sleeping with it. Or, not fucking sitting with it. Hell yeah. I was just flipping through lives and I found y'all. That is something that I find ludicrously insane. If you really think about it. It's like, think of how, I guess the vast majority of people on the channel, they, you just randomly stumble upon us. And then it's like, the ones that hang around for heavy durations, the real core fam, Dan, people like Wade Lucero, Amy Conway, Hayseed, USA, of course, Mad Mike Minnow, the list goes on and on. Sauce Man has been putting on Miles Jetpack, shit. Alec Bradshaw, let's see, Stardust, who was on Tulsa Time. Matt Colada Miller. These are all people that have put in hellacious, and then it's like you wonder if all these people just so happen to stumble upon our shit. You know, isn't that kind of like wild if you stop and think about it? Because it's like, what are the odds, you know? I don't know. I always felt that way with music because it's like you hear some wild way out there crazy shit and it's like, oh my God, I can't imagine. Like imagine if you had never heard Freebird up to this point in your life, whatever that may be. If you're fucking 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, whatever you are, imagine if you hadn't heard Freebird and then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Like, would that not... you fucking bust 4 nuts, man. As opposed to literally growing up with it or hearing it your whole life, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? Now, think about something that you might would consider equally or almost as awesome that you haven't heard yet. Something to think about. Ain't that right, little kitty? It's like the human equivalent, I think, of a 1 or 2 year old at this point. It just does its thing. Catting about and such. Never thought about it right, but you're right. It's just a different kind of way of thinking about it. I always felt that way with all the music I discovered because y'all know, like, C-Man's probably got the wicked burgers on the motherfucking music shit. Just the way I'm so analytical and literally have made lists of like hundreds of artists and shit across all genres of music, all this way out there crazy shit that nobody's ever heard of. And then I sit around, I'm like, oh my God, what if I'd never heard this particular track or whatever the fuck, you know. I was always thought like that. It's like, oh my God, what if I had never heard Mischief Brew? Well, it's all, and some stuff I feel like you can almost miss an opportunity to because shit gets so buried nowadays. Where there's literally hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of like artists and shit at this point in human history. It could so stand that something like a hidden gem just gets that much more buried over time, you know. So fortunate to us, or the ones that have went ahead and discovered all that good old shit before it gets buried under a big, nice, glorious pile of no doubt dog shit. But they still fire coming out nowadays, and don't you think, you know, they some youngins up on the block doing pretty good for themselves. Quick, everyone drop a new artist. What proves that music isn't just quite dead? The great times may be over, so on and so forth. But they're still kicking good tunes. I cite Evil Chicken, Greta Van Fleet, Jesse Wales. Let's see, who else is coming out with new shit that's actually worth the fuck? What's a good new band I listen to? Because I probably forgot.
What?
I done said Jesse Wales, Evil Chicken, and Greta Van Fleet. Airborne is good. What? Hunter Root is fantastic. It amazes me what they can do with a few chords. It amazes me how they haven't ran ass out of ideas. I guess they never will, thank fuck. They'll always find a way to tweak, twist, or bend some fucking shit. You know what I mean? That's awesome. Joe Clark. I hear people say good things about this young blood feller, but I don't know, you know. Like I say, the old shit is fucking the legendary. The old shit is the GOAT. It truly is the greatest. And, you know, that's whatever your decade was, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s even, or whatever. The great, glorious times may be over, but they still fucking fire coming out.
Yeah.
Straight up. Music ain't dead. It'll never die. There'll always be somebody worth a damn somewhere. Hell yeah. Yeah, kitty. Anyway, so on that wickedly positive sentiment, I think we're going to go ahead and do some sliding off this live. Once again, as always, a banging ass live. We tore up Tiddly World from one end to the other. Big shout out, big appreciation to all the cool cats dropping through on stream. I'm talking Pawpaw, I'm talking Hayseed, I'm talking Sis, I'm talking Rainbow, I'm talking Wade, I'm talking Sauce Man was holding the fort down for a while. We had Amy Conway come through. A couple of new cats up in the Okefenokee. Anton Ego come through for just a minute, I suppose. We had Obi-Wan Kenobi with the long ass last name, or the long ass name, come through. Top flight security Craig come through. We had a Caleb Michael Riley hanging out for a minute there. And Fast Cloud even managed to come back through. Oh hell, Hayseed said it. He said y'all have a good one and spread that word. Oh damn, he beat Pawpaw to the punch, which is interesting because Pawpaw mixes up the punch. Yeah, I know, little cat. I'm starting to make you nervous because I'm jumping around and shit a lot. I see Emoji Gang up over on the side, too. But yeah, right on, rock on, y'all. Sunday evening live stream. It was great hanging out with all the folk. Peace, calm, positivity, love, safety, and determination. Wade said it with the peace. From the Stoosey Boys in Kentucky City all the way around the world, wherever you may be, we hope it comes through live, loud, loving, and clear. So damn right, straight up. We hope all y'all have a good evening and a great tomorrow. I know it's Monday, but we'll tackle it like the fucking Kings champions and all that we are. Rainbow showed up. Peace, love, and rainbows. Papa will talk about them word daily. And of course, that word that everyone's been talking about, well, it's legs. You got to spread them daily for a little bit of that blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And I think Sis threw a shit ton of hearts. So hell yeah, Sis, much love. Amy Conway even throwing some peace. So, hell yeah, good to ring a ding roll call with all y'all, but we're going to slide. So, we hope y'all be great, good, and we hope all y'all be great. And peace out, y'all. You hear?